Hi everyone, Nella here from Anime Explosion Land, aka my bedroom. So tomorrow, if this is uploaded like right away, tomorrow is the big, I say big, it's the small one-day anime convention that's the lead up to the big anime convention in July. And our BGD group is going to be running an outreach table. So if you're in Winnipeg on February 22nd, go to the convention center and check us out. We'll be the table with all of the dolls. I'm actually really excited for this. We've done it, I think this is now the third year that I've been the person running it. And it's always a lot of fun. And it is kind of like, it's a nice bit of like happiness in the middle of winter, or nearing the end of winter, hopefully. I love winter, but you can't do face-ups in winter. Not outside. And I don't have a really good place for ventilating all of the gases, so I can't do face-ups during the winter, and it's really sad. I love doing face-ups. But in other exciting news, it's been a good while since I've mentioned this character, but Soo Jin is finally here. I will link to the video that's from her story that kind of jumps into directly what's happening to her at the beginning of her story. Warning, it is like my creepy story. I say having so many dolls. But it is. I try with each of my stories, they're all a bit different, whether that's genre or kind of like just kind of feel. And the story she's from, that she's the main character of, is kind of my creepy thriller, dangerous monsters story. It's not one of my light fluffy ones. It's considerably darker, but also has, I hope, a lot of bright spots. So yeah, Soo Jin's here, and I'll show you her in a moment. So I'm back with Soo Jin here. So it's been a journey to get Soo Jin home. At first I was thinking she would be a doll leaves boy sculpt on a girl body. Then I wasn't sure because I didn't know how that would look with her best friend slash future lover. And then I was looking at old Custom House dolls, which I miss Custom House. I love their sculpt so much. And there was specifically one that I saw in the marketplace, once again done up as a guy. I think it was the Hyun, Hyun. And I really liked like the bored expression because that fits Soo Jin so well. She may be a protagonist in kind of a dark thriller, monster, Asian horror, atmospheric horror piece, but she always feels, at least to me when I write her, kind of fed up with everything. And I thought that had a really good expression for it, but I didn't end up putting in an offer. Mostly because I would still have to track down a girl body, and that's a lot of hassle for something that I wasn't sure was going to work out, because once again, I wasn't sure how it would look next to her best friend, Lishuang. I should say she didn't have a best friend before arriving in this creepy city, but she very quickly became friends with Lishuang, mostly because Lishuang was like, you seem scared and afraid. How about I take you back to my place, you calm down, I get you some clean clothes. And thus begins their friendship and hopefully romance. So how did I end up with Soo Jin then? So last Saturday, there was I don't want to say doll show because that's not quite right. What is that someone from the provincial doll club passed away really suddenly. And it was really, really sudden. Like, she was going to be opening up a stall at the permanent, what do they call that? Anyway, to get rid of, not get rid of, to sell a number of her doll things because she and her husband were moving into a small accommodation, and she, like, literally passed before the first day that she'd opened it. It was that sudden. And two of the other people, like the two most senior people for the doll club, helped out her family with, like, sorting stuff, and the family wanted the members of the doll club to have first crack at her stuff. Obviously purchasing, not like taking, but get first crack. And she did have a couple of BJDs, which I knew because the first time I met her was actually at a doll show. And she had this beautiful asleep Eidolon girl with her COA and everything. She had an outfit that I think was an old porcelain doll outfit, probably. And I loved how that doll looked, but obviously I did not have $300 to drop on a doll on me at that time, because you don't carry around that amount. So when the family invited the members of the doll club to come, I was going in there expecting that I would, anticipating that I would leave them some information and how to contact me for dealing with selling the BJD stuff, if they need any help with that, with identification, or, what terms to use, what buyers expect, all of that stuff. And that I'd maybe get some clothes or wigs for my dolls, maybe some props. And I was down there, and I did get a number of clothes, mostly for Lily. There were a bunch of Eidolon Wild dresses, and some jean dresses too, because those also fit Lily. Lily is my Bad Chicks Lagoon body with a Soul Doll Lily C head, if anyone is wondering. So she's very petite, which makes shopping even for, like, slim mini clothes do not fit her. They're too big. She's a fun size, that girl. And I was actually just getting ready to go. I had given them some more information about, there was an Eidolon doll and a Obitsu doll, so I was giving them some information about that. And they found and brought out the BJDs that this woman had. And I probably sat in front of this girl, immediately recognized as, oh, that's the one I admired at the doll show, like, 5+ years ago. And just felt like, oh, she's so beautiful. And I adjusted her eyes, because she had these acrylic eyes, and I adjusted them so that, to give it more life. I just kind of sat there. And then I went up and I said, okay, I'm going to get her. So I went and withdrew money so that I could pay, because I did not come with $300 in cash on me, obviously. So I got Soo Jin. So she's a nice asleep Eidolon Yin. I was looking for her name because it's not written on English on her COA. But it is inside her head, which is very helpful. She's also double jointed, which is awesome. I love double joints. It makes also posing couples easier. Now, I still need to give her a restringing, but like all my crew needs restringing. so she fits in like that, and a bit of a bath. But as you can see, I completely changed out her wig and eyes. She's like a blonde wig, green eyes, green acrylic eyes. But I got that feeling from the face. I went like, yeah, I know that's Soo Jin. That's Soo Jin. This works. And of course, it was the day after Valentine's Day, so my mind immediately went, oh, that's the best Valentine's Day. You get to reunite one of the couples. I am facing kind of the same issue I had with Lishuang the first time I got her, which is that all of my clothes fit like folk dolls, so they're all too big. Okay, this admittedly is a men's cardigan. But here she is. She is wearing beautiful urethane eyes that do not fit her at all. But they're the best thing I have on me. I have ordered some eyes in for her, but because of the, COVID-19 going through China, mail delivery service has resumed, but it's obviously like there's a backlog. So it's going to be a bit longer for her eyes to arrive than usual, but I mean, I completely understand that. So that's her. And I mentioned Soo Jin a couple of times now, so I'm just going to grab her. She was lying all patiently over here. So here are the two together. And yeah, they both need restringing quite badly. So there is a head size difference. I did anticipate that. Lishuang over here has an 8-9 head. That's pretty solidly an 8. Veers more towards the 8 than the 9. Versus over here we have an 8-9 with the closer to the 9 end of the scale. Yeah, or 9, almost a 9-10. But still, I think they still look and work quite well together. It helps when Lishuang has her bigger, foofier hair. Kind of adds to the face. So they both definitely need restringing. As I discovered when I post them with Lishuang here was supposed to just be sitting in Soo Jin's arms, and she decided to like do a full-on mock. She did like a swoon on her. It was very cute and very unexpected. But you know, when I had these two together, I was like, yeah, I've got these two. Like I did well. I got the correct sculpt. I'm hoping it'll be even better once, like I said, her proper eyes come in. So I've just got some gray glass eyes coming in. Because as much as I love urethane, you can protect against the effects of UV on urethane, but it will eventually yellow. It's a plastic, it's going to do it. Much like your BJD is eventually going to yellow unless they're made of porcelain or vinyl, though vinyl stains. But if they're made out of resin, they are going to yellow at some point. Same thing with the eyes, they are going to yellow at some point. We don't know when that is. Glass, we know, does not yellow. I love the depth of them, but I think the glass eye makers have finally like kind of gotten to the level where they can do the same amount of detailing, and then you have the knowledge that the glass is not going yellow. So if you can get them, that's always my preference. I say having 2 dolls currently with urethane eyes, but that's also because of what I could get my hands on at that time. So anyway, that is what's new with me. Get over here, Soo Jin. Soo Jin has also been joining me for watching anime, and not yet, but probably soon, I got the Doll Master, the Korean film, which features BJDs quite heavily. They actually got the custom house back in the day to design the dolls. They're amazing. Like, I don't usually like horror stuff, but I'm hoping that like the love of the dolls will mean that it won't actually like scare me. Because like yeah, I finally got my hands on that, and got Soo Jin here, got Lishuang, and then I mean what, I can't complain. Tomorrow is the anime event, and I'm going to spend over 8 hours surrounded by anime and cosplay and maid cafes and dolls and Gundams, and it's going to be amazing. So yeah, if you guys are in central Canada and you're specifically going to be in Winnipeg, go to the convention center, check it out, take in the sights, and yeah, look for the table with the dolls, and there I'll be. I might look different because I'm probably going to have, at the very least, a wig on. Possibly more. There might be some fun costuming there. I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay. Bye, everyone. And let's just get one more close in on the lovers here.